"In God We Trust" was adopted as the official motto of the United States in 1956 as an alternative or replacement to the unofficial motto of E pluribus unum, which was adopted when the Great Seal of the United States was created and adopted in 1782. "In God We Trust" first appeared on U.S. coins in 1864 and has appeared on paper currency since 1957. Some secularists object to its use. It is also the motto of the U.S. state of Florida. Its Spanish equivalent, En Dios confiamos, is the motto of the Republic of Nicaragua. History. It's the truth. PNG Thumb Salmon P. Chase, Treasury Secretary, scribes "In God is our trust," scratches out as "our," and overwrites "we" to arrive at "In God we trust" in a December 9, 1863, letter to James Pollock, director of the Philadelphia Mint. The phrase appears to have originated in the Star-Spangled Banner, written during the War of 1812. The fourth stanza includes the phrase, "And this be our motto, in God is our trust." According to Ted Alexander, chief historian at Antietam National Battlefield, the contracted "In God We Trust" was first used by the 125th Pennsylvania Infantry as a battle cry on September 17, 1862, during the Battle of Antietam of the American Civil War. The final form of the motto and its placement upon currency were forged entirely within this crucible of national turmoil. The Reverend Emma Watkinson, in a letter dated November 13, 1861, petitioned the Treasury Department to add a statement recognizing Almighty God in some form in our coins. At least part of the motivation was to declare that God was on the Union side of the Civil War. Treasury Secretary Salmon P. Chase acted on this proposal and directed the then Philadelphia director of the Mint, James Pollock, to begin drawing up possible designs that would include the religious phrase. Chase chose his favorite designs and presented a proposal to Congress for the new designs in late 1863. As Chase was preparing his recommendation to Congress, it was found that the Act of Congress dated January 18, 1837, prescribed the mottos and devices that should be placed upon the coins of the United States. This meant that the Mint could make no changes without the enactment of additional legislation by the Congress. Such legislation was introduced and passed on April 22, 1864, allowing the Secretary of the Treasury to authorize the inclusion of the phrase on 1-cent and 2-cent coins. An Act of Congress passed on March 3, 1865, allowed the Mint Director, with the Secretary's approval, to place the motto on all gold and silver coins that shall admit the inscription thereon. In 1873, Congress passed the Coinage Act, granting that the Secretary of the Treasury may cause the motto "In God We Trust" to be inscribed on such coins as shall admit of such motto. The use of "In God We Trust" has not been uninterrupted. The motto disappeared from the 5-cent coin in 1883, and did not reappear until production of the Jefferson nickel began in 1938. In 1908, Congress made it mandatory that the phrase be printed on all coins upon which it has previously appeared. This decision was motivated after a public outcry following the release of a $20 coin which did not bear the motto. The motto has been in continuous use on the 1-cent coin since 1909, and on the 10-cent coin since 1916. It also has appeared on all gold coins and silver dollar coins, half-dollar coins, and quarter-dollar coins struck since July 1, 1908. Since 1938, all U.S. coins have borne the motto. In 1956, the nation was at a particularly tense time in the Cold War, and the United States wanted to distinguish itself from the Soviet Union, which promoted state atheism. As a result, the 84th Congress passed a joint resolution declaring "In God We Trust" the national motto of the United States. The law was signed by President Eisenhower on July 30, 1956, and the motto was progressively added to paper money over a period from 1957 to 1966. The United States Code at 36 U.S.C. A millisecond 302, now states, "In God We Trust" as the national motto. In 2006, on the 50th anniversary of its adoption, the Senate reaffirmed "In God We Trust" as the official national motto of the United States of America. In 2011, the House of Representatives passed an additional resolution reaffirming "In God We Trust" as the official motto of the United States, in a 396-9 vote. According to a 2003 joint poll by USA Today, CNN, and Gallup, 90% of Americans support the inscription "In God We Trust" on U.S. coins. The phrase has been incorporated in many hymns and religio-patriotic songs. In Judaism and Christianity, the official motto "In God We Trust" resounds with several verses from the Bible, including Psalm 118:8, Psalm 43, Psalm 73:28, and Proverbs 29:25. Faisal Abdul Rauf, a Muslim imam, writes that the phrase "Oe in God We Trust" also resonates with early Islamic teaching, adapted from Christianity and Judaism, offering two verses from the Qur'an unregistered trademark and Quran 3:193 and Quran 2:285. After the September 11 attacks in 2001, many public schools across the United States posted "In God We Trust" framed posters in their libraries, cafeterias and classrooms. The American Family Association supplied several 11 by 14-inch posters to school systems and vowed to defend any legal challenges to the displaying of the posters. In popular culture, an urban myth suggests that it was omitted from new U.S. dollar coins. The slogan of the website Encyclopedia Dramatica is "In Lulz We Trust." This slogan is shown on the front page of the site. License plates. Many U.S. states now offer "In God We Trust" stickers for purchase to place on their license plates. The states of Indiana, Florida, and South Carolina manufacture license plates with this slogan on it as a standard plate option. It may be selected in lieu of the standard license plate for no additional fee. Controversy. Those who advocate the separation of church and state have questioned the legality of this motto, asserting that it violates the United States Constitution, which forbids the government from passing any law respecting the establishment of religion. Religious accommodationists state that this entrenched practice has not historically presented any constitutional difficulty, is not coercive, and does not prefer one religious denomination over another. The motto was first challenged in Arenal v. United States in 1970, but the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit ruled, "It is quite obvious that the national motto and the slogan on coinage and currency "In God We Trust" has nothing whatsoever to do with the establishment of religion. Its use is of patriotic or ceremonial character and bears no true resemblance to a governmental sponsorship of a religious exercise." The decision was cited in Elk Grove Unified School District v. New Doe, a 2004 case on the Pledge of Allegiance. These acts of ceremonial deism are protected from Establishment Clause scrutiny chiefly because they have lost through rote repetition any significant religious content. In Zorich v. Clauson, the Supreme Court also held that the nation's institutions presuppose a supreme being, and that government recognition of God does not constitute the establishment of a state church as the Constitution's authors intended to prohibit. Outside of constitutional objections, President Theodore Roosevelt took issue with placing the motto on coinage as he considered it sacrilegious to put the name of God on money. See also, Pledge of Allegiance, So Help Me God, Gottmittens, Red Baiting, Notes and References. External links, In God We Trust, website on the national motto, final answer. Not Quite as Star gets second chance to play for $1 million, article in The Guardian about a disputed quiz question about the motto of the United States. Local documentary on origin of phrase.